Day 2 here at the Barnsley Metrodome. Team USA have won 5 out of the 6 matches so far, and they're looking to extend their lead. Let's hand back over to your commentary team, Cass Edwards and Andy Bodfish.
Here comes Mr. 300. Mika was the player left in Tommy's wake after that latest perfect game in the opening session. Sweet.
Certainly wasn't a bad looking shot, was it? Seems to have this pattern sorted out, and we're going to see Tommy Jones up next as well in a doubles match, so he's just getting himself lined up, I'm sure.
Yeah, 3 doubles matches to come and 2 singles in this session. Tommy's up in the singles after that doubles where he pairs up with Mike Fagan against Dom Barrett and Stuart Williams. Here is Dom. And responds in kind with a strike. Take that, Tommy.
Yeah, he's the one that's playing wider down the right-hand side of the lane, and that time he got it absolutely perfectly. Follows up his spare in the second frame with a strike in the 6th. Great looking shot, nice looking line.
A smile from Stuart Williams there. That can't be a bad thing. There haven't been too many of them.
Well, Europe have got a 2-pin lead as we enter frame 7.
Here's Bill O'Neill.
Well, talk about hit 'em thin, make 'em spin, which is exactly what he's done. But it's a double for USA, so that's a mighty important shot. And that will certainly make Bill feel a bit better.
So a brief shot there of the Team USA Appreciation Society, such a major feature of these Weber Cups in the Barnsley Metrodome. Not letting themselves get too carried away thus far in this opening baker of the second session. Very finely poised here. Next step up, Martin Larsen of Sweden. They'll do nicely.
Yes, 2 strikes for Martin Larsen, and you can see how he's playing this heavier oil, longer oil pattern. He's keeping the ball very tight, around about 15 boards, 17 boards, straight down. Not looking for too much hook, just enough to make the pocket and carry all 10. What a great looking shot. And look at the body language. It means so much to the boys in blue.
Mike Fagan. Score of 228 was enough in the singles in session 1 to beat Martin Larsen. That broke pretty early. He's left it 2 wide right-hand side, so it's a spare for Mike.
Yes, I actually heard him, as that came off the hand, you could hear him saying, oh no, this ball's only going left. It's left there, and it's going to break a bit, almost cross the head pin. Leaves the 6 and the 10 pin standing on the right-hand side of the pin deck. It should be a straightforward spare, but they were working on 2 strikes in a row, looking for a 3rd. Chances now for Team Europe to extend their lead if another strike can be slotted in there.
Yeah, this is where, obviously, a strike is what you're always after, but at the ebb and flow of a team match like this, Baker, now is the time to nail one for Stuart Williams. He's got it! Does the fight back begin here? Let's not forget, of course, that Europe won the opening baker in this entire competition at the start of session 1 before that implosion in the singles. That's more like it.
Yeah, it was a great looking shot just when the team needed it and just when Stuart needed it. So it's a 24-pin lead for Team Europe at this particular time, and it's foundation frame 9 already.
That's the way to rise to the challenge. Captain's bowl there from Chris Barnes.
Yeah, striking the 9th will set themselves up for Tommy Jones to finish in the 10th. Meantime, it's the European captain who's going to stand up and hopefully go for 4 strikes in a row. consolidate the lead going into the autoplay for in the 10th frame.
Mighty Mika with a mighty ball, and there's the Moose.
What a great looking shot from the European captain. Lofts it down the lane, as we know, breaks hard and carries all 10 pins right in the 1-3 pocket. And the European captain, and there we are. It's a fantastic looking game. Just the one open frame there for the Americans. And 24 pins in it going into the last frame. Tommy Jones really needs to hit 3 strikes here.
That's the first of them.
Well, if anybody's going to do it, it will be TJ, Tommy Jones. Maximum score of 224. And it just may not be enough.
Striking out for Europe would mean 248, and it would be another blue mark, crucially, on the overall leaderboard. No! Messenger stopped short. 10 pin left standing.
Oh,
Could this be Europe's Baker? Yeah.
It was a great looking shot, and unfortunately leaves the 10 pin up. And as you can see, 213 is the maximum score that USA can make. And I'm afraid that should be a defeat and a point for Team Europe.
How they need it.
Well, it's to be Dom Barrett, Europe's #1, to stand up and just basically keep the ball on the lane, make some pins, and that will be enough. Any strike or spare, and this match is over. Big 10 for the game. Oh, that's good enough.
Standing, but yeah,
that is good enough. 9 is good.
Yeah, Dom Barrett. You can just, the relief just flowing around this European team now. Yeah. Going to give them a huge boost for the tough task ahead. Relief more than anything, I think, here, Cass.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They really needed to get the first point on the ball, get a bit of first blood. And there's a lot more bowling to come.
There certainly is, but so far so good in this particular session for Europe. They won the opening Baker in the first session. They've repeated the trick at the start of session 2.
And Dom Barrett is up next in the double, so he's got a different ball out to try a different line perhaps. And a bit of practice for the next match. That doesn't matter, the game's all over.
Not required. And that has stopped a pretty devastating sequence of defeats for Team Europe in the Ryder Cup. Another point for Europe. They've won the 2 Baker matches thus played in Ryder Cup 14. Now it is doubles and singles all the way in this session. Over to Tony.
Some real relief in the European team. Mika, you needed that, didn't you?
We really need that, but we need to keep going. It's just 1 point. We need at least 4 to this afternoon, so keep it going. So we need this crowd our side whole day, and we need to keep throwing good shots.
Absolutely. Dom, how good did it feel to finish it off there?
Yeah, great. You know, I was looking at the scores, didn't want to have an open, so the lane's getting pretty tight. A bit more length in the oil pattern today, so I didn't want to go through the face. And it's really, great to get the session off with a win, and we're going to try and continue.
Just in terms of the atmosphere here, huge crowd today, and you could see the tension just lift when you managed to get that point.
Yeah, that's right. You know, being in the position we are at the moment, there's a lot of tension on us, a lot of pressure on us, and we can feel that, and we're going to start digging deep and show our heart, and we're going to come after them.
Well done indeed. Dom Barrett, ladies and gentlemen, and Team Europe get another point. The Europeans desperately needed that point. They've got it. Can they win another one? Find out next.